Hey, what's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming out. I definitely appreciate all of you. Hopefully this thing's working. All right, check 1, 2. What just happened? All right, I hit that button right there. Ba-bam. All right, cool. We got audio. Alrighty. That didn't work. Alright, please work when I press the button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. How's everyone's day going? I want to say thank you for coming out to my crazy live stream. I definitely appreciate that. All right. I see we got Melon. What's up, Melon? Ben, what's up, my man? Why is it so hard to read the comments today? Let me try and get this thing positioned a little better. Oh, man. For some reason, it's hard to read the screen. All right. How's everyone's day? I think I just said that. Lewis, what's up, buddy? For Sonic, what's up? How are you? We're going to be running some showdowns. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, it's hard to read the computer screen today. I think it's the lighting in my room. I got the window open. There might be some sort of a weird glare on the monitor. I'm not sure. Hey, Fred. How you been doing? I hope you are awesome. Alright, why is a BMW M2 Coupe faster than Bugatti Cinto Diace? Well, honestly, you know how this game is, right? It's all kinds of crazy, right? I don't remember anything about the BMW M2 Coupe, to tell you the truth, but this game is crazy. Super crazy. Let's see, what else do I have? Unfortunately, my Nismo's not upgraded very much. So I think we're going to go with the Cobra Jet today. That's my fastest car. Ibram, what's up, my man? How are you today? Eddie, what's going on? We got Melon in the house. Melon, how's your day going? I hope it's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to start the wild card. Hold on a second. Let me go back and restart or get the wild card started. Let me do that really fast. Where is my crew hangout? It's hiding, guys. There it is. I found it. I found it. All right, Melon, I got a question for you. Since you're a crazy live racing tuner, I got a question. What is your method? Is your method to make it beat Dyno as much as possible and stay on the low performance points with the high Evo? Just curious if that's your method. Like, is that what you're looking for? What am I doing? Wild card, okay. There we go. The wild card has started. Or are you just trying to get your cars into a good lobby? Alright, that's what I figured. So low performance point setups that also beat the dyno. That makes sense. Alright, I'm really discombobulated today. Oh my god, why did it do that? What's going on? My brain's broken. I don't know what's happening. Eddie's living the dream. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Ron G, hey. How are you today? Good to see you. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second. Nitrous. I'll say even with a car that's running like 7 zeros on average, this is not an easy showdown. All right, that was a really slow run. That run sucked. Ben Mayonnaise, what do you mean by CSR3's coming out? Did they give a release date? Or did you just mean that it's a game that's being made in general? As far as I know, they haven't given out a release date for it yet. Now, some people in certain countries have it, but unfortunately, we haven't seen it here in the United States yet. I'm not 100% sure when it's going to be out either, but sometime in the near future, I'd imagine. What's up, H? Is that HS or H5? I think that's an S. What's up, HS? How are you doing today? Gut Puncher, what's up, bud? Ah, you're in Australia. So what is it, about 11 o'clock at night for you right now? I think you guys are like 12 hours difference from us. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing awesome. All right, here we go. I think I just lost that race. Maybe not. Yeah, we got it. Millen says, got the lobby advantage too. Ron G says, we don't talk about CSR3. If you hit the nitrous and shift at the same time, you go as fast as possible. I don't know. Usually, I don't know if I hit them at the same time or different. What's up, Thunderbird? Good to see you. All right, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Interesting. I guess you guys are a little bit more off on time than I thought, or different, I should say. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I tried to shift and hit nitrous at the exact same time. Let's see what she runs. There I got a 6.999. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. I can't remember if this is a 6.9 or a 6.8 car, but it's really hard to hit 6.9 or faster. I get a lot of runs in the 7 zeros and 7 ones, but it's not easy to hit faster than that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. All right, I'm hitting both at the same time. Let's see if that actually makes me run faster. That was a really close race. I lost. Oh man, I got another 6.999. Juan Pedro there beat me up, and I don't appreciate it. I do not appreciate it. How do you find out when to shift and boost? Alright, so it can take a lot of playing around with the cars. I mean, sometimes Some people may have a better method than I do, but normally I'll sit there and run test runs for like an hour or two on a car until I'm pretty sure I've got it. Some cars it's pretty easy to figure out pretty quickly, other cars take a while, but that's pretty much the gist of it. It's not exactly a fun process, but... Whoa! What was that? Alright, Ron says second gear around 10K. 10K, huh? Alright, let's try that out. Where is 10K even at? Let's find out where that's at on the speedometer. Oh, 10K. Yeah, that's about where I usually try to shift at, actually. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait a second. I don't know. Let me try that. We'll try that, but I'm not sure if it's going to work out very well. So what you're saying is don't early shift into second? We'll give it a go. What's up, Darth? How you doing today? I hope you're awesome. All right, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. Like that. Let's see what we ran. All right, maybe I was driving it wrong. That ran a much better time. All right, cool. I could have swore this car required an early shift, but guess not. Good call on that one. Thank you. What's up, Nabble? How you doing today? Good to see ya. Amco, what's up, bud? Oops, I did it again. Now I sound like Britney Spears. Alrighty. Is the Batista Pina... Alright. The Pininfarina Batista, is that car any good? I know I've got a video that goes over that car. I mean, it's a cool car, but how good is it really? Well, I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do with it. It's got some pretty good overall stats, but I'm trying to remember. I'm having a brain fart on that one right now. That one's either good or bad. It's either good or bad. The Batista. I'm trying to have a thought on that right here because my brain is broken. Ah, crap sandwiches. That seems to be a good way to do it. Darth, yeah, the Prestige Cup was easy for you. That's awesome, my man. It's nice when you have a easy Prestige Cup. Yeah, I mean, the Batista is really fast. There's a lot of things about a car, though. Like, there's a lot of things to look at. You got top speed, you got acceleration, you got time across the finish line. There's a whole lot of different things. Can the car beat the dyno time? Can it be set up on low upgrades for live racing? There's so many different things that make a car good. Alright, that was a really bad run there. But generally, I judge how good a car is by several different things. So in my opinion, how fast a car goes across the finish line normally isn't really that important. I mean, it is, but it's not at the same time. Now, if you're trying to live race a car, if it's got a live racing setup, it doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to lobby well. And a lot of cars can do that and a lot can't. I mean, if a car beats dyno time, that's usually quite good for quite a few different things. But there's a lot of variables. Alright, so Justin, I don't know anything about the rookie pass. When I started playing this game, that wasn't a thing. All I can tell you is the rookie pass, as far as I understand, the rookie pass is given to brand new players. That's something they started doing maybe about a year ago. And I think there's only one car available. After you complete something like 2 rookie passes, then you start getting the full-blown race pass. But I've never actually seen a rookie pass. Like, I've been playing for about 11 years, and they only give that to new players. So when the time that came out, I didn't get to experience it at all. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, if you have the rookie pass, it should show you if there's more than one car available, but I'm pretty sure there's only one. I could be wrong, but I'm about 99% sure there's only one car available for the rookie pass. Now, once you get the real race pass, then there's going to be, 3 cars available in the free tier and 3 in the paid tier, and you get to pick one of each if you complete it and you pay for it. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. This car is a really weird car to drive. If you don't launch just right, it gets a bad run. You gotta let go of the gas at just the perfect time on this car, or it runs like a turd taco. I've never been super great at launching this car, but it's really picky on the launch. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not sure what the best time to hit nitrous is either. What's up, Peter? How you doing today? Dar said the Lambo had all the stage 6. Ooh, that was a crappy run. Yeah, when you got all the stage 6 parts, the Prestige Cup should be super easy. The more parts, the better it is. Launch before 6,000 RPMs. All right. Let's try this. I'm going to pay attention to where my needle's launching at. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. So I don't think I'm hitting nitrous fast enough on some of those runs. Maybe that's part of my problem. Alright, we got a guy trying to do the void glitch or whatever. Rookie pass is a kindergarten race pass. Alright, well that was a really terrible run. I don't know what I did wrong right there, but it didn't work out. Melon says it was a very good live racer back in the day. Are you talking about the Batista or the Lamborghini? Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Why am I think I'm thinking too hard about this and messing it up. Ah. Viha, am I saying that right? Said, fully maxed out the GR Supra. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's actually a really good all-around car. I think the Supras are just really nice all-arounders. Alright, so bottom line is I'm not going to think about it this hard. I'm going to get a better run. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Let's try that. That was a little better. But yeah, I don't know. I use that Supra for a lot of stuff. It's not the world's best car, but it's very good. It's one of those cars that does really well at everything. Like, it's got decent top speed, good acceleration. It can beat the dyno time. You can set it up for live racing. It's just an all-around nice car for a lot of things. Whoa, what was that again? That's weird stuff right there. You know what? I'm going to go back to... I'm going to go back to not shifting as early. I remember there used to be a trick to this car, but I'm trying to remember what it was. There was definitely a trick to getting your launch just right. Oh, the Cobra. All right, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. For some reason, this seems to get me pretty good runs most of the time if I do it that way. I think I like driving it this way better. The trick must be when you shift into second gear if you're doing an early shift. But it's almost easier not to. Oh, this car is probably going to stomp me. Alright, I stand zero chance. 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully he doesn't have too many parts installed in that car, or I'm a dead meat. Oh, he got me. He got me, he got me. That's the thing, some people can figure out like the perfect mile per hour or the perfect RPM to do your shifts at. If you figure that out and you're really good at somehow paying like crazy close attention to what you're doing, you can get some good runs. 3, 2, 1, go. Let me try this. I don't think that's going to work, is it? I'm trying a few different things here to see what's working out for me. Alright, that ran good. It's amazing how some of these people are getting such quick runs all the time. Peter, yeah, I don't know if the RX-8 is going to be good or not. I need to wait for that to be added to the content recording account before I can check it out. But I also hope it's going to be good. It looks really cool. Whether it's good or not, I'm not sure, but man, it looks really nice. It looks amazing. I hope it's amazing. But yeah, as soon as I get a hold of that car, I'm going to be doing a video on it because I know a lot of people are going to be really interested in that car, including myself. Thunderbird said I got a 7.4 Atlantic. It is not easy. Like if you're stripping cars to get parts, it is not easy to get those last couple of pink fusions. Unfortunately, that's like a really, really hard thing to do. It's not that bad. I mean, depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it, It's usually not that bad to get the majority of the fusion parts for a car, but those last like 5 or 10 pink parts, man, that's rough. That is rough. What's up, Dr. G? How you doing today? Do I still use BlueStacks 5? I use BlueStacks, but I don't know if it's 5 or 7 or 12 or 94. The latest version of BlueStacks, whatever that is. I have no idea what version I'm on, but I think it's the newest one. I started using, so basically I use my mouse to do almost everything, and I changed to the space bar on the keyboard, and I'm not really having problems with it anymore. So for some reason the space bar doesn't seem to cause the problem on this game. But BlueStacks overall runs this game really well, except for sometimes there's that control issue. But I basically use the mouse to do the gas, the shift, and then I use the space bar for nitrous and launch. Everything else I do with the mouse. That seemed to have fixed all my issues, which is good. I like that. Uh-oh, Dr. G, what's your problem, buddy? What's wrong with it? Fred says, I released a video on the Nightfall Silent Echo event, including all the times you need to beat. Ah, nice. If you guys want to see the time, go check out Fred's video, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go. So Fred's got a video on the times for the event. You can't figure out what settings to drag over to the Nitro icon. Alright, so you can't get it to work, is what you're saying? I mean, honestly, I just click my mouse on the nitrous icon and then tap the key on the keyboard I want it to use, and bam, that's it. It should be that simple. You don't actually have to drag anything over there. Just, if you tap a spot, just simply tap a spot when you're in the control editor, and then it should put a little circle on the screen. And then when you tap a key, it assigns that. Does that make sense? I hope so. But it's really that easy. I would show you how to do it, but unfortunately it doesn't... I don't think it shows you guys the controls on the editor. 3, 2, 1, go. At least I don't think it does. You know what? Let's find out. Let's see if you guys can see this. Hold on a second. Alright, so I'm going to go into the control editor here. Are you able to see this? I don't know if you can or not. For some reason it puts this into full screen. Hold on a second. No. Well, maybe you can. Alright, so let's just say I tap a thing on the screen. So it puts that little circle there. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a blinking cursor there. All I got to do is tap a key now, and it assigns that key. For example, if I want space, there we go. Ba-bam. Now I got space bar. If I want to get rid of it, whoops, I just made an extra one. If I want to get rid of it, I can just find that little X there, but... I don't know if you're able to see that or not, but I definitely hope that worked. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but... It's pretty easy for the most part. I don't know if anybody's got a tutorial on how to set up the stuff, but... If you're not used to using BlueStacks, it'll definitely take a minute to get used to it. You press oh, it's not saving. That's interesting. Alright, so if I press save, I've never had a problem with it not saving before. Now I think you can try different. You can't see my screen? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I think you're saying it didn't work when I tried to show you. Alright, Fred, in pretty much any of my videos, if you drop down the video's description, there should be a link to my Discord server. I don't actually have it offhand, but it should be in the video's descriptions. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, nitrous around there. That guy whomped my face. Yeah, the only way I would be able to what am I going on about here? Should you always use your gold keys, Benny? Alright, so gold keys, what I do is I save them up. Most of the time you need something like 70 to 100 to guarantee a loyalty reward on a car. So what I do is I save up enough gold keys to make sure I can hit a loyalty, and then I wait for a really awesome car to go into the gold crates. So maybe once or twice a year I spend my gold keys because most of the cars in the gold crates kind of suck. Ah, Melon found a link to my Discord. Thanks, Melon. Thank you, thank you. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, you can kind of do what you want with your gold keys because it takes a long time to save those up. But for the most part, if you just go in there and you start opening crates with your gold keys, you're going to get a bunch of really junky cars. You're going to get a whole bunch of crap. So I just save them until there's a really awesome car that I know I can get. I mean, it's got to be something that I really, really, really like because there's about 1,500 cars in the game right now, and only so many of those are actually good. A lot of them are pretty bad. Dr. G says, my new team just hit our first 20 million RP. Awesome, my friend. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, Secret, how you doing today? You had a blue Hot Wheel version of what, the prize car? But yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, the current BlueStacks is pretty similar. I don't really remember what the old BlueStacks was like. I mean, I find it's definitely different, but it's still pretty similar, I would think. I don't think it works differently than the old one, does it? Maybe it does. I've got a terrible memory, so I can't tell you. I'm bad at remembering. Secret said, yep, such a dream car to me. You know what my dream car is? The Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile. That's what I want. I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. I've actually seen that once or twice. When I was a kid, I was driving down to Florida with my parents, and we were right next to the Wiener Mobile for, I don't know, it felt like an hour. That was the highlight of my day, man. I remember seeing that thing and like, ooh, Wienermobile. I thought it was amazing. But I'm not sure if I've ever seen it since, actually. I feel like maybe I saw it twice, but I know for sure when I was a little kid, I bet I was like, I'm going to guess I was probably about 12. I was probably like 10 or 12 years old. Ooh, that was a really bad run. It's just something you don't see every day, you know? That's probably one of the rarest cars in the world, and I got to see it in person. 3, 2, 1, go. How many Wienermobiles do you guys think they actually have? I wonder. Did they only have one of those? Did they have like 20 of those? I don't know. I bet if you had one, it would be worth a lot of money. Alright, Secret says, let go of the gas right before the 2 flips. Right before the 2 flips. I don't know what you mean by flips exactly. What's up, William D? How you doing today? Ah, Secret seen a Wienermobile as well. Alright. You mean like this? 3, 2, like that? That was not a good run, was it? Oh, that was a horrible run. The number of flips as they count down. That was the worst run I've ever seen. Yeah, William D, we're talking about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Since you missed out on the conversation. When I was a little kid, I was driving to Florida with my parents, and we saw the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile on the highway there. And we must have been beside it for, I don't know if it was 20 minutes or an hour, but we saw that thing in person. It was actually pretty cool. The Wienermobile. You know what? Let me try one other thing. Really quick. William D said there's actually 3 of them. Interesting. What do you think they're worth if you had one? How much would you pay for your own Wienermobile? Alright, Secret thinks I should be in the green right there. No! I'm out of gas. I know this car is a really big pain in the butt to launch. Like, you gotta get your launch just right, or it runs a crappy time. I've never been good at driving this one. Never. Tommy, what's up, buddy? I've always enjoyed driving this car, but I suck at launching it. Alright, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, that acted funny right there. For me, it's running way slower when I do it that way. Like, way slower. Oh, wow. One was actually wrecked and had to be rebuilt. William D says, the blue showdown sucks. It definitely can. I'm pretty much to the point where my car is, well, you know, losing a lot. Like, I can't bust 1,200 today, and I probably won't. So it's going to take me a couple of days to win that prize car. Imagine crashing a Wienermobile. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to go back to the way I was launching it because that's working out way better for me. All right, William D said several times my Cobra didn't launch. I haven't got that yet, actually. I get the occasional glitch on all cars where they won't launch, but I don't think I've had it on this recently. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Man, I got stomped. All of a sudden, my car is driving like a piece of crap. Dear car, what is wrong with you? So the question is the car driving like a piece of crap, or am I? Which one is it? What do you guys think? Place your bets. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I think I get way better runs if I launch it like that. I might switch to, I think I'm going to switch to the other showdown because my car is just in a, it's in the rut. We've hit the wall for the day on this car, I think. Time to switch. My nitrous is too late, so the faster I hit nitrous, the slower it runs for me. Hitting nitrous later works better for me, so I don't know. I don't know. I've never been good at driving this thing. It's kind of a... Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm trying to do something. Let me go run a daily battle really quick. Eddie says, good morning, everybody. Running late today. Oh, man. Running, I guess, better now than never. There's some sort of thing you're supposed to say when somebody's late, and I don't remember what it is. Better now than never? Is that what it is? Something like that. All right. All right, Williams says, I hit nitrous on 3 on test run. I'm waiting for it. There's the pop-up. There's the terrible pop-up. All right, let's see if I've even got a good car for this. I probably don't. Actually, I do. All right, we got the ultimate. I forgot. This is the one where everything's tier 3. Yeah, better late than never. I guess that is it, huh? I'm bad at these things. I suck at these things. Alright, we're going to race Mark, and he's going to get his butt kicked. Alright, prepare to die, Mark. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. This is actually a pretty decent little car here. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty decent. I'll probably get the Porsche, but probably not today. I don't know how many days we have left. I didn't look, but... What's up, Stacks? How's it going? Is Mark real? No, Mark is a bot. Mark's not a real person. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. All right, we got a win, but bam, we won against the bots. I got a few more parts I can throw on this Lamborghini. I know I just got another 1 or 2 stage 6 parts for it, so I'll probably run until this thing gets stuck and then throw the other parts on it. But yeah, I do expect to be able to get the prize car from the showdown, but not today. Not today. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous fourth. A lot of Lamborghinis are kind of weird to drive. Hey Yaden, how you doing today? Do the crew cup? I'm pretty sure the crew cup's already done. Are you telling me that I missed one somewhere? What are you saying there, William D? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I've already got that one. I've already collected that, I believe. Like I got the stage 6 part from the Prestige Cup, and I got another one from the Crew Cup. So I think I got, if the Crew Cup one was not a duplicate, now I got 2 more. But there's always the terrible chance that it gave me a duplicate. William D, thanks, my man. I wasn't sure if you noticed something that I didn't. You had me worried there. I'm like, oh no, what did I miss? 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous, fourth. I'm not really sure when you want to switch into fourth, but I think it's, I don't know. I think somebody came out with a better shift pattern for this recently. I think you shift into fourth around 5,000 or 6,000 RPMs. Yaden, what do you mean you told Nitro how to access the account? You told him how to access the account? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, if you messaged him about something somewhere, there's a possibility he didn't see it. I'm not really sure where you sent him the message at, but... I don't know if it's better to message him on YouTube or his Discord or what. I'm not really sure what the best way to do that is. Oh, you told him while he was live. What do you mean by access the account? I don't quite understand. Were you asking him how to get access to one? Here's the thing, when you're live streaming and you're doing a bunch of stuff, there's a pretty good chance he may have missed the comment. I mean, I don't really know for sure. But he might not have seen your comment. That's always a possibility. It might be better to try and get his Discord. I think if you go to his videos, I think there's a Discord link in there. It might be easier to message him on his Discord server. But live streaming on YouTube is a little bit crazy, especially when he's got like 95 windows open on his PC and he's got like a million things he's doing there. I'm not even really sure how he does all the stuff that he does, honestly. But it looks really complicated, so there's a pretty good chance he just didn't see it. I'm just taking a guess there, but... What's up, KTM? How you doing today? Did I need stage 6 everything to win? No. So right now, I'm missing 3 stage 6 parts on this car, so I had 4 stage 6 parts on mine. Normally you need between 2 and 3 stage 6 parts most of the time to beat a Prestige Cup. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these parts on here, because I would like this to be a little faster for the showdown. Might as well throw them on here. But no, you don't necessarily need to have the car maxed out. But you do need to have usually between 2 and 3 stage 6. I mean, sometimes if you're really lucky, you can get by with like 1 or 2. A lot of the times you might need a third, but 2 or 3 is pretty standard on a Prestige Cup. So if you got the car tuned properly, you're shifting it properly, and you've got enough parts, I mean, that's really all there is to it on a Prestige Cup. 7.9. 7.861, alright. But unfortunately, I mean, there's 3 things, right? There's only really 3 things that are going to hold you back. Tune, shift pattern, and do you have enough parts on the car? I mean, those are about the only 3 things I can think of that will make you or break you on a Prestige Cup. So it's got to be one of those 3 things, if not more than one. Yaka, how you doing today? I hope you're awesome. Now, back when I first started playing this game, I would never finish the Prestige Cups because I was always missing parts. But I mean, I've been playing so long now that I have no problem getting the parts for these cars. Unless it's like a brand new car or something that's really hard to get parts for. But I think it's easier to get parts for cars now than it was back when I first started. I think it used to be a lot harder to get parts for your cars. I mean, it's still a huge pain, but I would say when I first started, it was probably like 3 times harder to earn parts for your cars. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong, however. Oh man, this feels way faster now. But yeah, I'm still missing 1 stage 6 part on this car. Alright, Lone said I ran 7.1 today with my GT Mark IV. Still have 9 Epic Fusion slots to fill. The WR is 6.6 something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, a couple of fusion parts can make a huge difference on some cars. But are you sure you got it tuned properly for the parts you currently have installed? You might be able to squeeze a little more out of it, maybe not, I'm not really sure. I mean, there's a million variables. Like if you take the amount of fusion parts a car has and the amount of like different stage part the car has. Once I got on AI and I was like, how many combinations of parts are possible on one of these cars? And it was a number that I can't even comprehend. It was like 97 sextillion bazillion part combinations. I'm like, what? What did that say? It blew my mind. But sometimes like a car does need to be retuned according to the parts you have installed, especially some of the older cars. A lot of the newer cars, not as much, but a lot of the older cars, you change a couple of fusion parts, you need a different tune and sometimes even a different shift pattern. So it really depends on the car. I'm not super familiar with the GT Mark IV, however. I think that's a car I messed with years ago and I haven't done anything with it since, if I remember correctly. So you got 126 out of 135 fusion parts. You're definitely up there. But it could just need a slightly different tune, or maybe those couple of parts you're missing are just that powerful, you know? That's always a possibility. KTM says, thanks, cheers. My Lambo is 701 and 810, and fastest half mile I can get is 11.8. All right, so 810 is not super high, unfortunately. So if you're only at 810, I would definitely check your tune. And if you can't, because usually, you know, the Evo points on this thing when you're maxed out or really highly upgraded should be a bit higher. Like mine's over 2,000 Evo, so if you're only on 810 on this car, you've got something is way off. You're either missing a lot of parts or your tune is off, one or the other. Yaden, I'm not really sure, but I would, if you can DM him, I would probably do that, I would think. I mean, that to me, that seems like probably the better way to do it is to send a DM if possible. That's probably how I would do it, yes. I mean, when I need to talk to him, we DM each other, so. Oh, Lone says I'm 2408. Those are, if you got plus 2408, that's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about cars that ship like this is you got to pay attention to what you're doing. You really got to pay attention to how you're driving this car. So when trying to read and chat and drive and do everything at once, I'm shifting it very sloppily. Do he ever DM people? I mean, some people, yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous, fourth. I think that's how you're supposed to do it right there. Man, I got a headache today. I got a headache. Is the Apollo S worth it? I just put out a video about that this morning, and it's like the second or third fastest car in the game. So it does look like it's going to have a decent low upgrade setup, and it's super fast. So if you can get it, it's pretty cool. It's probably pretty hard to get parts for, unfortunately, but it's a really nice car. Lone says, my test drive on the Apollo was awesome. I would really like to have that car. I'm actually thinking about checking to see if I have enough stage 6 parts to make some of those cars fast enough. Because there's a couple of cars I would need to upgrade to win the Apollo. I just don't know if I've got enough stage 6 parts to make it happen. But I'm definitely thinking about it. Melon, I think he was trying to run the Prestige Cup with that car. But yeah, 701 and 801 would not be good for live racing whatsoever. But I think he said he was trying to Prestige Cup with that. If I understood that correctly, if my crappy memory serves me correctly from what we were talking about a few minutes ago. What about 234 and NOS? On this car? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Steven. Are you talking about my car or something else? Alright, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. 234 nitrous. Let's see what that runs. I don't even know what time I was running because I wasn't paying any attention. I'm just pretty much chatting with you guys. Alright, 7.8. Let's try the way I was driving it. And see if it runs better or slower. Better or worse. Alright, 7.8. I gotta try to remember that. 7.8. 7.8. 7.8. Can I beat a 7.8? 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous, fourth. Oh yeah, that ran way better there, I think. What's the best car for tier 4? What are you trying to do with it? I mean, there's really no such thing as a best car, but what you're trying to do with the car definitely matters. Are you trying to beat Tempest? Are you trying to find something for live racing? Are you just looking for a good all-around car that'll be nice at most everything? I mean, it does depend on what you want the car for, as to what's going to work or what's going to be best or better. Alright, so you're trying to do the story mode. Alright, so here's the deal. You got the regular story mode. When you beat that, you go to Tempest 1. And then when you beat that, you go to Tempest 3. Tempest 2 and then Tempest 3. So there's a total of 4 different story modes. If you're on the first story mode, most tier 4 cars can do that no problem with enough parts. So this is what I did. Now, this is not a car that I really currently recommend, but if you go into the dealership and you buy the GTR from the dealership, you can keep stripping and buying those until you get enough parts. Now, it's kind of an outdated, crappy car, but it can beat the first storyline boss, the Tempest 1 boss, and the Tempest 2 boss, but it's not going to beat the Tempest 3 boss. But in my opinion, alright, this is actually very important. So the boss cars in this game right now are old, they're outdated, and most of them aren't very good. So I would definitely not be in a big hurry to run the storyline races. I would not be in a big hurry to run the storyline races whatsoever. So if I had to start over, I wouldn't even bother with the storyline races until I had been playing for a while and I had a bunch of really nice cars that were upgraded. I wouldn't upgrade just any old crappy car just to beat the bosses like I did when I first started. So in my opinion, my advice is just play the game, have fun with it, and then when you have a nice collection of cars, that are already like highly upgraded, that's when you want to go in and run the boss races. But if you really want to get it done as quickly as possible, I guess grab the GTR from the dealership. I mean, it's not good. Now, when you get to the Elite Tuners events, the Elite Tuners WRX is a good choice, or the Elite Tuners Lancer. I think the game will probably give you one of those for free, and then I think you have to buy the other one with gold or whatever, but the Lancer and the WRX are both capable of beating all of the bosses, but the thing is, it may be a little while before you get those. If you go into collections, once you grab some collections credits, you can grab the Jack Roush Mustang. I don't know why I didn't just mention this first. If you go into collections and you can grab the Jack Roush Mustang that doesn't need any stage 6 parts, it's an excellent live racing car. It can beat all the bosses. It's just really good. So the Jack Roush Mustang is your best bet. I should have started off with that. But the main issue with the Elite Tuners cars, though, all right, they take a little longer to upgrade than other cars because you gotta sit there and run showdowns and Elite Tuners events to get all your Elite tokens and level them up. So Elite Tuners cars, Elite Customs cars, and Legends cars do require Elite tokens, and those can take you a little longer to upgrade. That's just something to think about. But once you get some of those Elite Tuners cars upgraded, most of them, but not all of them, are really nice cars. But if you don't have any stars on them, they're generally going to be pretty slow and possibly crappy. But if you max out the WRX or the Evo from the Elite Tuners, those are both pretty good. I do like the WRX way better, but I think the Evo is easier to beat the bosses with and stuff. But I think it's not as good of a car in general as the WRX. I mean, this game's got a lot to it. This game has about 1 million things to it. There's a huge learning curve. I mean, most of it's pretty easy, but there's just a lot of things to know. Alright, I don't know how many fusions you need exactly, but if you're on stage 5, you're probably going to need the majority of the fusion parts installed. I can't tell you exactly how many fusions you need with the Jack Roush, but you're going to need most of them. You probably can get away with missing a couple, but you are going to need most of the fusions. But different fusions give you different boosts. I mean, I can't tell you exactly. There's too many variables in that question. Corey says, the Kurtz Mustang sucks. Oh yeah, for sure, it's terrible. It may look cool, but it's terrible. Most of the boss cars are terrible. When are they going to update the Tempest cars? My guess is never, but I do wish they would. I mean, this game's been out for what, 10 years now, and they still haven't updated the boss cars, so I don't think they're ever going to. Alright. I've stopped paying attention to how I'm driving the car, and I suck at it. Is there a way to play on PC without BlueStacks? You gotta have BlueStacks or LD Player or one of those Android emulators. There's no PC version of this game, so you have to have something that allows you to play Android games on your PC in order to play this. Now, Google does have its own version of Google Play for Windows, but unfortunately, only some games are available, and this one's actually not on it. Which kind of sucks. Yaden said, is Nitro the owner of CSR2? No, he's not. Nitro is not the owner of CSR2, but he helps making the world record spreadsheets. He made the CSR2 hub website. And, you know, he does a lot of stuff for the YouTube community, but no, he doesn't actually own the game or anything. But a lot of those, like, really high-end spreadsheets and stuff, he's part of doing all that, you know? Would you be able to keep your iPhone progress? Aqua, so Android and iOS accounts are not compatible. If you switch from iOS to Android or vice versa, you pretty much have to start all over. But as far as I know, you're not able to switch your progress. I mean, if you do have to, you could always contact game support and ask them if they would be willing to switch your account over, but my understanding is they don't normally do that. Oh, I got a really bad shift pattern there. What about a Cookie Crisp? Y'all FW Cookie Crisp. I don't know what that means. Isn't that some kind of cereal? All right. If you've got a car, all right, here's the deal. If you have a car with stage 5 installed, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, they all need to be filled with fusions. I do have a video that goes over that somewhere. But yeah, if you only, let's just say you leave stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 empty and you put stage 5 fusions only in there, that car is still going to be super slow. If a car holds 120 fusion parts, it needs to have 120 fusion parts installed. Why can't they upgrade the boss cars? Probably because they're not interested in upgrading the boss cars. Personally, I can't, I don't have any contact with the people that make this game, so I can't tell you how they do things or why they do things, but my guess is, so one thing you gotta remember, this is just my speculation here, but this game is a business, and the boss cars don't make them money. So I don't think they're very interested in, they're not very, just like any company, they want to make money. If the boss cars aren't going to make them a profit, they're probably not going to spend their time and resources working on those when they could probably be working on something else that will make them money. Again, this is just my speculation. This is not coming from the game or anything, but it's just like Walmart, If you go to Walmart, they're not too worried about updating their prices to help you out. They want to make those prices more expensive. All right, that's a bad analogy, but all right, is win trading the best method for money? Okay, not necessarily. This is the best method for money. Get a tier 5 car because they earn the most money. When you win a race with the tier 5 car, it wins the most on the majority of events. Now, there's a couple of exceptions. For example, showdown races don't pay as much money as like winning a live race or another race. But on most of the races, the tier 5 cars pay out 12 to 14,000-ish per win. And win a whole bunch of races. It doesn't, for the most part, it doesn't matter what race you're doing. Run through all the daily races. All those, all right, run through all the daily races with a tier 5 car. That's going to give you a big chunk of game cash right there. After you're done with that, you have two options. You can do showdowns, you can do live racing, or you can spam the what's that thing called? The regulation races. If you spam the tier 5 pro regulation race, you can make roughly 1 million game cash or almost 1 million game cash in about an hour if you spend gold to refill your gas tank. But it's very tedious and boring and it sucks. But trading wins with other players is just an easy way to go into live racing and sit there and just race all day long if you want. I mean, it's a good way to earn resource. It's a good way to earn respect points. It's just like fast and easy, which is why a lot of people like to do it, I guess. Now, there are some people that do not trade wins. Other people love to do it, so it just depends on the person. Like if I'm live racing, I'm normally trying to win. On my live streams, I trade wins with people during live racing, but I don't normally do that when I'm not live streaming. Ah, Steve, you found me in the showdown? Nice, nice. So we got about 15 more minutes left on the stream, everybody. 15 more minutes. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. I really haven't been paying attention. This car seems to have been hitting the wall as well. It's kind of crazy, man. You're missing like one stage 6 part. Ooh, wow. 7.7 versus 7.4. That's a big difference. That's a huge difference. I'm telling you, man, a couple of parts can be a huge difference on the time your car runs. But yeah, I got to around 1200 on both cups. What about cars? Yaden, what do you mean by what about cars, my friend? Lone says Walmart is just hiding the prices. Why'd you say that? I haven't been to a Walmart in years. I know if I go to their website, it shows me the prices. Do they not put prices on stuff in the store anymore? Personally, I'm not much of a Walmart shopper. The closest Walmart, I don't know, it's probably like a 30-minute drive from here, so I don't really get up to the Walmart. It's too darn far away. All right. What was I just going to do? I was going to do something. I don't remember. Can you see some of my favorite cars? Sure, why not? Hold on a minute. Some of my favorite cars I still need to move around. The problem is I've got too many cars. It's awful. I know that probably sounds like a good thing, but at a certain point it starts becoming a bad thing, because when you have 947 million garages full of cars, it gets crazy. But all right, so these are some of my favorites here. I love all these Ken Block cars. So the Unicorn is not that good, but I really like these other Ken Block vehicles. These are some of my favorites right here. I love all of these cars. These are super, super good. Like, every one of these is something I like to drive a lot. How often do I strip my cars? Anytime I get a duplicate car, I get rid of it. I always keep one of everything and strip any duplicates, because there's no point to have duplicates. These are all amazing cars right here. I love all 6 of these. These things are top notch here. I mean, these are some of the best cars in the game, to tell you the truth. These cars are killer in garage number 3. If I come over here to garage number 4, these are all really nice cars. I don't even know how many cars I have right now. Probably about 1 million. It feels that way. Probably like 600, 500 cars. I would like to get rid of some of them, but I know if I do, I'll just need them for something. Love these cars as well. I'm not so sure about that Daytona. I'm not super sure about that one. That must have been pretty good because I put it in the live racing or favorite cars section. But I don't really remember anything about that one. These are all really nice cars. I think we're getting over towards the Elite Tuners cars. Most of the Elite Tuners cars are really good. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Oh yeah, you can actually see that I have 97 garages. For Sonic, thanks buddy. So that means I got 582 cars in total, which is kind of redonkulous. I think I actually have 3 Gameras, to tell you the truth. For some weird reason, I kept a couple of Gameras because I like them a lot. These are all really nice cars here. Well, not exactly. These are where it's starting to fall off. All right, that's a good car. The Sesto used to be one of my favorites back in the day, but that one's outdated. The Atura, that one does really well on live racing. The F1 can do really well. I think that Porsche is really good, but I never upgraded it. The Chiron is not a good car, but you can make it be good enough. I found a good enough setup for the Chiron. I'm starting to get to the point where these may not be the greatest cars anymore. Yeah, I think that's it on like my favorites. Now there's probably more favorites around here somewhere, but if I went through every single garage, I would probably see a couple here and there that I'd be like, yeah, I love this one or I love that one, but it's just way too much to go through, honestly. I could spend like 3 hours looking through all these cars. But that's the issue with having so many cars, is the majority of them suck and there's only so many good ones. I mean, out of 1,500 cars, I bet only like maybe 100 out of the 1,500 are worth a darn, to tell you the truth. Melon says, I never upgrade the cars he tells me to. Melon, that's probably a list of like 50 cars. And that would eat all of my game cache. That's the problem, though. Oh, filter them to tier 5 cars. You can actually do that, yeah. Apply. So if you want to only see tier 5 cars, you can actually set that up. I wonder... This is kind of a... I've never actually done this before. I probably did back when I first got it, but... Still, a lot of these tier 5 cars are nice, and a lot of these tier 5 cars are junk. So, that's another thing. Just because it's tier 5 doesn't mean that it's good, but... I've got loads of cars. It's redonkulous. It's completely redonkulous. I never really used that filter section. I just kind of look for cars that I like. It'd be nice if there was a way where it would put the cars in like order by a manufacturer or something. That... Are you sure I forgot to hit tier 5? Oh, I hit 5 purple stars. I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. Now we're on tier 5. I hit the wrong button. I don't know, I got way too many cars. Way too many cars. I got about 1 million of them. I don't know, I mean, I've been playing this game for 9 years, so I've collected a lot of stuff. But the problem is you can't afford to upgrade all of it. Melon says, Melon's bank is open for you. Alright, Melon... If you got $10 billion I can borrow. That would be very nice. We only got a few more minutes. What do you mean I did stars? Did I mess it up again? No, I'm on tier 5. That must be a comment from a minute ago. But yeah, I've got a load of tier 4. I got a load of tier 5 cars. Honestly, the majority of the cars in the game are tier 5. I think we have over 800 tier 5 cars in total. And so there's about 800 tier 5 cars and about 800 tier 1 to tier 4 cars. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah. There's way too many cars in this game. That's the problem. Alright, Sandbox, what do you mean you want to recover a car? He says, what's the best tier 3 car for free players? So if I were new to the game and I needed a tier 3 car, hands down, I would go into the dealership and I would grab the Mustang GT Premium. It's not a great car, but it's a very basic car that will get you where you need to go as a new player until you get something better. It'll do what you need it to do. If you want it to beat some of the bosses on the storyline, though, I think you do need to dump some upgrade tokens into it. But when it comes to tier 3 cars, I mean, there's a lot of tier 3 cars in the game. Some of the new BMWs that came out in tier 3 are really nice. I mean, a lot of these cars suck. The majority of tier 3 cars seem to be able to beat Tempest, no problem. Not all of them, but a lot of them can. So I mean, most tier 3 cars with enough parts installed will beat Tempest. But a lot of these BMWs are excellent. The Legends 250 GTO, that little car is excellent. I think that's a tier 3 car, right? But like that 2021 M4, that's a nice little car. This 2021 M4 coupe here, with the purple stars, that's a nice little car. Like the 2022 M3 Touring there, that one's pretty good. That other 2023 M2, that's really good. Like those 3 cars on top, those are really nice. The Elantra is really nice. The thing is, I don't really know what you can easily get. And it also depends on what you're trying to do with it. But if I remember correctly, the Yaris was pretty good, I think. But as a free-to-play player, it's not really easy to just get things. You know what I mean? There's a very limited amount of stuff you can get easily as free-to-play. So the first 3 or 4 months I played this game, I felt like I was off to a really slow start. I didn't really feel like I was getting anywhere. But after about 4 months, I was like, all right, I'm starting to get a nice collection of cars. About 6 months in, I felt like I had all kinds of stuff. A year in, I was like, whoa, look at all this stuff. And 9 years later, I have a huge collection of cars, which most of which I got for free as a free-to-play player. But this game requires a lot of patience and a lot of time spent playing to get anywhere if you're not spending money. Is Donna's car any good? Unfortunately, it's not great. It looks really awesome, but there's... Oh man, I actually drove Donna's car not too long ago, and it was so much worse than I remembered. It was not a fun car to drive whatsoever. I don't remember what I hated about it, but I absolutely hated it. Alright, Corey says the RS5 coupe is not too bad. I don't remember, honestly, but for some reason I was thinking that, so maybe there's like a little bit of my subconscious that kind of remembered. Eddie says they like to raise prices on everything, especially beef. I don't know, food prices are crazy right now. Is the C10 Chevy worth it? No. It's really cool to have because it looks awesome, but it's pretty crappy, unfortunately. It's very disappointing. It looks amazing, but as far as being good, it's terrible. Do I see a future for the game, or is it dying? I don't know, man. I don't know. This game has been out for 10 years, and I have no idea if it's going to be around for another 2 years or 5 years or another 10 years. I have no idea. I know they're currently working on CSR2 racing, but my understanding is when that comes out completely, they still plan to keep this game running. So my guess is, as long as this game is making money, they'll probably keep it around. Now, if the game stops making money, then they'll probably shut it down. So it really, there's no way to know for sure. All I can do is kind of guess on that type of thing. But I did get to email somebody about that, and they did say, don't worry, we're not planning on closing CSR2 down. We've still got big plans in the future for CSR2. So hopefully Hopefully that's still what's going on. I mean, I like this better than CSR3, honestly. CSR3 is cool and all, but it's a very different game. Oh, the Iron Maiden car. I don't know if I've got that. I don't think I have it. I really don't think I have that car. Let me look, but don't think I got it. I might. Nope. No, I don't have the Iron Maiden car. There's a lot of cars I don't have. I mean, I probably only got about half of the cars or less. Roderick says, you're my biggest and most favorite YouTuber. Thanks, my man. I appreciate that. Corey says, the Sylvia is the turd taco. It kind of is. Unfortunately, if anybody's just tuning in, our stream time is about up for the day. Unfortunately, I got to get off here and get some other stuff done. All right, the Cobra 427 for tier 3. You're talking about the Shelby, right? That is really hard to get parts for, so it's not a good choice for your average person. Shelby parts are not easy to get. It looks amazing. I don't really remember if that car is any good or not, but it's a car I personally wouldn't mess with unless you really needed it for something, because it's super hard to get Shelby parts. Chevy Camaro tier 5 4-star. All right, so most 4-star cars are not very good. There's a couple exceptions out there, but most 4-star cars are not great. There's a lot of Camaros in this game, and a lot of people like a lot of the Camaros, but yeah, I don't know which 4-star Camaro you have. I think there's a few of them. But there's a lot of cars that I don't have. Now, if you're talking about the Boss Camaro, like the Boss Car Camaro, it's not very good at all, unfortunately. Did I get the Napalm Nova? I believe I have that car, but I don't think I've ever upgraded it. There's a lot of cars. Like I said, man, you can't afford to upgrade all your cars, unfortunately. You would have to play like 12 hours a day. That's my guess. I mean, I don't know. You would probably have to play like 10 to 12 hours a day to earn enough resources to upgrade every car you get. Even then, you might struggle to get enough, unfortunately. They don't make that easy. They don't make it easy, do they? KTM says, have they ever had a 2004 Ram SRT 10 in this game? We have some sort of a Dodge Ram truck. I don't remember what it is offhand. I think it was kind of good for what it was, but it wasn't really... It's nothing I've ever really messed with too much. There is a Dodge Ram of some sort in the... It's like a fancy Dodge truck. I forget what it was called. Millen says, I always talk like a live racer. Yeah, live racing is always one of the most fun things in the game, honestly. It seems like the lobbies are kind of dead lately, unfortunately, but live racing is always awesome. All right, guys and gals, unfortunately, our stream time is up. I'm running out of time here. I got to get off here and get some other stuff done. I wish I could stream all day long, but I got about a million things I got to do, so I think that's it for today. So I just want to say have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for watching my videos and live streams and everything else. I hope they're helpful. Hope they're fun and interesting. But you guys and gals are amazing. Thanks again, and we will catch you next time. I'll be back on Sunday for another live stream, so hope to see you guys there. If not, have a great rest of your weekend, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.